Good morning, everybody. Good afternoon, good evening, whatever time you guys are watching this, welcome. My name is Alex, and I've been partnered with this company called Enagic for a little bit over a year now. Enagic makes these amazing machines called Kangen water machines. Today, I'm going to show you guys the 3 properties of Kangen water and why it's a superior water to drink, and why you're actually going to want to drink it too. I was introduced to this water at a gym. I'm an athlete, and I like to do a bunch of different types of exercise, like hot yoga, lifting, climbing, jump roping, all those different things. And I know as an athlete that one of the most important things is being properly hydrated, or else you're not going to perform at your optimal level. So the first property that we're going to talk about today is called active hydrogen. So people ask me all the time, how does water have antioxidants in it? Well, it's the active hydrogen. So one of the things that you need to know about Kangen water is that it needs to be drinking fresh. So this machine back here, I just made some Kangen water 9.5 fresh, and that's when you want to drink it. Because after 24 or 48 hours of it being exposed to air, sunlight, vibration, moving, it starts to lose some of those properties, and it becomes like these other waters, like dead water. So I'm gonna go ahead and pour out all these waters, and we're gonna just go ahead and test them. So we have some of the more popular drinks that people drink today, thinking that they're doing something good for their body, but I'm actually going to show you guys the difference between all these different waters. So we got all the waters poured and they're ready to test. So one of the tools that we actually use to test these different liquids is called an ORP meter. Now this meter is able to test whether a liquid is antioxidizing or oxidizing. So this meter is going to have 2 different readings on it. If it's a positive number, it's going to mean that it's oxidizing, aging the body. If it's a negative number, it means that it's antioxidizing, anti-aging for the body. Okay? So the first liquid that we're going to test is Aquafina. So Aquafina is actually the #1 selling water bottle in the United States, made by Pepsi-Cola. As you can see, it's positive. Dasani is the #2 selling water bottle in the United States, made by Coca-Cola. We got Voss. People buy these waters because they think they're a little bit better for you, but as you can see, still oxidizing for the body. Core, same thing, oxidizing. And then we have Sprite. So people know that soda is bad for you because of all the sugar and all that, but it's actually also very oxidizing for your body, causing aging, inflammation, all that stuff. Then we have Gatorade. We're taught to drink this in sports, so we get those electrolytes, but as you can see, oxidizing. Then we got Smart Water. Same thing, oxidizing. Now I'm going to pull this Kangen water right here so you can see. And as you can see, it's a negative number. Anti-aging, anti-inflammatory for the body. Check out Core again. Positive. Kangen water. Antioxidizing. So that's all the active hydrogen that's in the water. That's going to flush out all the bad stuff that's inside of you. It's going to start to reduce oxidation and make you become more healthy. All right, so the next property that we're going to talk about is alkalinity, pH. So the pH scale ranges from 1 to 14. Anything below 7 is going to be acidic and sickness for the body. Anything above 7 is going to be alkaline and healthy for us. We're actually born in an alkaline state, but as we go through the world and we're exposed to bottled water, processed food, pollution, our body starts to become acidic, and any disease can be traced back to an acidic body. So what we're trying to do is flush out all that acidity into our body so we can bring ourselves back to an alkaline state. So just to let you guys know, this water doesn't treat any disease or cure anything, but what it does is it helps your body, it puts your body in a state where it's actually able to do what it does best, heal itself. So we're going to use these pH drops. They use these to test pool water, fish water, all these different things. And what we're going to do is put these drops in all these different liquids to see whether they're acidic or if they're alkaline. So again, acidic is not good for your body. It makes you sick. So when you're in an alkaline state, that's where your body thrives in and it can heal itself. All right, so now we're just going to go ahead and put these drops and see whether these liquids are acidic or if they're alkaline. So the first one, Aquafina, orange, acidic. Dasani, same thing, acidic. Let's see what Voss is. Voss looks like it's a little bit lighter. Core, looks about neutral. We got Sprite, acidic, Gatorade, Smart Water, not so smart. People pay the extra $1 because they think they're doing something healthier for their body, when actually it's just neutral or so. And then we have the Kangen water, which is purple. Look at that. That's what you want to be putting into your body. That's what's going to flush out all that acidic waste that's building up. So check out these ones. Acidic, acidic, acidic. This one's about a little bit over neutral. Voss, Dasani. But look what happens when you start to put your body, when you start drinking Kangen water and you start to put your body back into balance. Okay, I'm gonna go over here. Check it out. You can put your body back into balance by starting to drink better water. But look what happens with Sprite and Gatorade. Sprite and Gatorade are so acidic that it actually takes about 32 cups of the Kangen water to neutralize just one 12-ounce cup or glass of Sprite or Gatorade. That goes for like any carbonated drinks like Perrier or stuff like that. And also these are so bad for you. So it's like, stay away from these. Stay away from Sprite and Gatorade and sodas and all these things. Because watch what happens when you just take a little sip of Sprite. It puts your body back into acidic state. And this is watered down. We've already had Kangen water in there. Look at that. Gatorade, same thing. Look at this, the Kangen water. Acidic. So stay away from Sprite and Gatorade and start drinking something that's going to be better for your body, that's going to help put it in a state where it's actually able to do what it does best, heal itself, and perform at an optimal peak. So there you have it for the alkalinity. The next thing that we're going to talk about is MicroClustering. Alrighty, so this next property that we're going to talk about is my favorite property. It's called MicroClustering. So let me ask you guys a question. Have you ever drinking a lot of water before and you felt like waterlogged or bloated? That's because our body's cells can only absorb so much water at one time. And the water that it can absorb just sits in your stomach, and that's when you get that bloating or waterlogged feeling. So when water sits in bottles or it comes from the tap, it starts to clump together and it makes big water. So these water molecule clusters range from like 15 to 20. And our body's cells can only absorb about 5 to 7 water clusters at one time. Kangen water, when it's run through the system and it's ionized and it's structured, becomes smaller water, about 5 to 7. So our body can instantly absorb it and we can get super hydrated. So like the best way that I can describe this is that, like, this is like my term, like I'm coining this. This is water that you can fill, because you can actually fill it. When you drink a lot of this water, you can feel your brain and your head and your body actually being hydrated. So another way that I like to describe this is, imagine a chain link fence, okay? And you throw a bowling ball at that chain link fence. What's gonna happen? That bowling ball is just gonna bounce right off. But if you have marbles or BBs and you throw it through the chain link fence, they're just gonna go straight through. So bottled water and like tap water are bigger water because they just sit there and they clump together. So that's big water. That's like the bowling ball. Kangen water is structured and it becomes smaller water and it's actually able to go straight through the chain link fence. The way that we show this is using a green tea bag. Okay, so what do you normally have to do to make tea? You have to boil water, because when you boil water, you're shrinking the molecule. And if you boil it too long, what happens? It evaporates. That's because it's becoming smaller. And when you make smaller water, it goes through the tea and it actually is able to make tea. So the way that you're going to know that you're going to be getting hydrated, or if this water is going to go through your cells and hydrate you at that cellular level, is if this tea bag makes tea. So we use Core right here. Check it out. Duh, doesn't make tea, right? Water has to be smaller water or boiled. Look what happens when I use the Kangen water that's been ionized. Instantly makes tea. It's smaller water. It's like the BBs. It's going through the chain link fence. Okay? So some people think, oh, you like wet the bag already. That's why it made tea. So let's try Aquafina. I know a lot of people drink this. So let's see if it's actually hydrating you. This girl actually told me She's just like, she's like, I drink Aquafina all the time, but I still feel thirsty. Look at that. No tea. Some people think, oh, well, the tea bag's done. There's no more tea. Look at the Kangen water. Instantly absorbs, instantly hydrates your body. Look at that. That's amazing. So if you're like an athlete and you take like vitamins or supplements, or if you drink coffee or tea, I'm just gonna take a couple dunks of this. Check it out. This is really cool. You guys are gonna like this. Pretty even, cool. Let's actually put it up here. So we got, let's try Smart Water actually. Smart Water. Just kind of doesn't absorb, it can't break anything down. And then we have the Kangen water, 9.5. Look at that. You can get the most out of your vitamins and your supplements. That's like the thing. If you are taking all these expensive vitamins or supplements, you want to get the most out of them. So that's what Kangen water allows you to do, is that you can get the most out of whatever you're taking. It absorbs instantly. So there you guys have it. Those are the 3 properties of Kangen water. Thank you guys so much for taking out the time to check out this video. And if you guys like what you see, if you think this can help somebody, share it with your friends, share it with your family. And this is it. This is the superior water. This is what you should be drinking. So if you guys have any questions, you can drop them on the comments below. Like the video, subscribe to my channel, and stay hydrated, everybody. Peace.